Hello, my name is Angela Chua,
And my name is Andres Ochoa.
and we're gonna hit the rock, paper, scissors to decide on who is going to be pro and con. You ready?
Yeah.
So, rock, papers, scissors, shoot. So, since I won, I'm choosing pro. I'm gonna choose pro.
All right, and I'll be Con.
So, and the set that we're choosing is going to be set G, and this consists of sleep is a waste of time. Shower thoughts are the peak of human intelligence. And lastly, no one actually knows how to fold a fitted sheet. So now that we know what set G consists of, since I won first, I'm I want to take out shower thoughts are the peak of human intelligence. We are not doing that one.
All right. And since I get to choose next, I would like to take out no one knows how to fold a fitted sheet because no one knows how to do that nowadays.
So that I guess that leaves us with sleep is a waste of time. All right. So now that we know which one we're gonna do a 2 minute prep time. Let me pull up a timer. All right, give me 1 second.
No worries.
And it's gonna consist of 2 minutes.
Sorry, I couldn't go back.
Sorry, my Siri acting up. So we're gonna do 2 minutes on the dot. And starting for 2 minutes, we're gonna do a prep time. Ready, go.
Okay.
All right, the timer is up. So that's our 2 minute prep time. We are now gonna go to the pro speaker to present a 2 minute max speech for the claim. So we're gonna hit that 2 minute timer once again, and I'm gonna go over what I came up with. Starting now. So as a pro speech for why sleep is such a waste of time, um, if you really think about it, sleep is truly, in my own opinion, I really do believe that sleep is really a waste of time because you're sleeping 8 hours every night. And that is time that can be used to be productive throughout the day. for things. It's time that is being wasted that could be used for other things that should have been done throughout the day that you never got to finish, you know? So for instance, you can go to the gym in the morning, you can get your stuff done throughout the day, such as cleaning the house earlier in the day, say like 2, 3 in the morning. It sounds tough, it sounds rough, trust me, I know, but you can do a whole lot more or be a whole lot more productive rather than just wasting time to sleep. That's in my own opinion. Me personally, I don't sleep 8 hours. I usually sleep about 5, 6 hours. I drink a couple of cups of coffee, maybe a couple of energy drinks, maybe like 2 cups of energy drinks. Nothing more than 400 milligrams though. Nothing more, because that's bad for your heart. But like I said, you can do a whole lot more with less sleep. You can like I was saying, gym, relax, or even clean the house, do whatever you got to do throughout the day that you never or was able to accomplish. I do agree sleep is and it does feel good, but you always end up waking up tired. Sometimes majority of the time you end up just you feel more tired than you actually went to sleep for. And you feel once you feel more tired, you feel like you could have just stayed up and did more things. You could have got more stuff accomplished. And that's my own opinion because I personally don't like to sleep at all. Like I really don't. So yeah, that's my that's my 2 minutes of me yapping. So now Andes is gonna be giving his con side of why. So here we go.
So, how you guys doing? As you guys know, my name is Andres Ochoa. Thank you so much, Andres Ochoa, for this, for your pro side. But I'd like to touch up on a few points that you made during your speech right there, and how you said when you wake up, you feel tired. And is it because of your lack of sleep, or is it because you might have some type of health complication like sleep apnea?
Hmm.
And actually, sleep apnea is more known, or it's more common than you would think that anyone else has in our daily lives. And you also said like when you go through your day, you have to take multiple energy drinks and multiple coffees to get through your just to get through your day. I don't think that's healthy or good at all. I'm be honest with you. I feel like a regular middle age or young 20-year-old man should be able to go wake up through his day and just go along his day without needing a supplement to get him along. Like I don't believe in that. And a few points I like to touch on myself is sleep is definitely not a waste of time. Sleep is like charging your phone. You don't just run around with 5% of battery all day. Your brain needs that recharge. Like compared to Angela, for example. As someone like me who might get a full night's rest, I'm always walking around 100%, 100% in this case battery charged. And he's probably walking around maybe 30, 40% battery charged. When it comes time to do actually like daily tasks, he's gonna feel sluggish, slow, and he might forget a few things. But me, on the other hand, I'll be quick, sharp, and fast, and I always get it done right the first time, where Angelo might have to go back, maybe fix a couple things, might take a little longer. And thanks so much.
Okay, okay. Those are some good points. Those are good points. So now we're gonna have to up our time limit to 4 minutes, and we're gonna ask each other questions and answer them, right? So starting now. So I'll go first as a
Okay.
pro since I won. So I guess a question that I can think of is if you were to sleep, why do you get so tired in the morning? Like it just makes you wonder, was sleep even worth it? Sometimes you sleep, you wake up like, oh, maybe I should have just slept. There's been some times and instances where you woke up like, man, maybe if I just stayed awake because I had a lot of energy and I had to force myself to sleep and I slept, I woke up, now I'm even more tired than yesterday. So
Yeah.
can you
Yeah.
provide me an answer for that?
Of course. So I see what you're saying. There's probably a lot of people in the same boat as you that go to sleep, wake up, and they feel slow, tired, or sluggish. Um, maybe see a doctor perhaps to see what's going on with you. I'm not a doctor, as you can tell, so I don't have the proper things to say or give you. But it can also do to your diet. Think about your diet, your time that you go to sleep, and also think about this. What were you doing before you were sleeping? Were you sitting there laying in bed for an hour or two, doom scrolling on your phone on TikTok, Instagram, or whatever you do? That that right there, that right there sets you up for a lack of quality of sleep. So, what I have to say for you is, what do you be doing before you go to bed? Do you lay down on your phone? Do you play games before you go to bed? Are you attracted to these blue lights? Are you facing blue lights before you go to sleep? Because that right there brings quality down when you sleep.
Okay. Okay. So that's a big that could see
Oh, sorry
that.
about that. Me pause you right there. I got a question for you, actually. Have you ever tried being productive while tired?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
have. And I've gotten a lot done. And I felt sluggish. However, it was towards the end of the day. It was
Hmm.
towards when the sunset was coming and I was already past 24 hours plus. And because I do end up not sleeping a lot, so that's why I was referring to some energy drinks or like you said before, it's not as healthy, but it is what it is. I got to do what I have to do in order to sustain my energy. And that's why I do believe that sleep is such a like a weakness that it's just a weakness that humans have, in my opinion. But I do believe that without sleep, I would be able to get a lot more accomplished. And but to get back to your question is I do end up getting sluggish, but I do end up giving my 100% or even 110% throughout my day. Uh, but that 110% comes with consequences of me being sluggish and tired at the end of the day. And that's when it does start affecting that's when it starts impacting my work, my studies, and things like that. Then it does affect me throughout the rest of the day. So
Okay, got you. I see what you're saying. To me, it kind of sounds like you're on a roller coaster. You're doing like up and down. Like usually everybody should be at a steady pace. And
yeah,
I feel like you should, I don't know, consult with the doctor or something. But like being said, you said you stayed up for more than 24 hours at a time. I've never heard that before. You're one of a kind, but yeah, I would just say try to stay at a steady pace. Once you reach like I don't know, your pat. Hold on, oh sorry, I got to
go ahead. You can finish it off.
no
Finish it off.
no we have to stop right here.
Yeah, okay. We can move forward. So now, after our 4 minutes to ask each other questions, we're going to be doing this pro and con speaker for 2 minutes to represent a rebuttal speech towards each other. So,
Hmm.
and I believe that's just for 7 and 8. And that should be it. It was 2 minutes, correct?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. So, starting now. Again, I'll go first. So, now to counter or to rebuttal, you know, yeah, to rebuttal my speech. What if we were to counterattack it with a nap? So instead of just not sleeping throughout the 8 hours of the day, what if we could just take naps, 2 hours of naps at night, 2 to 3 maybe, and then you can wake up, take a nap in the lunchtime, in the afternoon time, and then one in the evening. And that way your body and your mind can always rest at certain times, and that way you can continue moving forward at a full pace of 100%. That way, and throughout the day or the remaining of the day or whatever activities you're doing, you're giving your fullest potential for that certain objective that you have for the day. You know, why do we have to sacrifice 8 hours of the night rather than just sacrificing 2, 1, 3 throughout the day, every single day, throughout the 24 hours of the day? Yeah, I feel like you'll be able to accomplish a lot more and you feel more refreshed in my opinion and you feel more accomplished. You would feel honestly that you have done something throughout the day that you probably would have never thought you would have finished within an 8 hour day of sleeping. That's again, that is my own opinion. I do believe that sleep is such a nuisance that we don't need it. If there's somehow some way a way to go around this, I would love to hear about it so that way we can accomplish this because sleep is such a waste of time in my opinion. It really is a waste of time because I get up a lot earlier, so I get a lot of things done and I feel a lot more accomplished throughout the day. So I usually get up around 4 o'clock in the morning and I start my day and that's how I go about it.
Okay, very well said. I would like to say that. So, would you like to kind of start the timer so I can start the okay?
Yeah.
So, for my rebuttal to this would be some of the points you said was that you personally don't get a lot of sleep and whatnot, or naps. Let's talk about the naps. So you said you like to take naps and whatnot through your day, depending on the times or whatnot. But for me, what it sounds like is just lack of sleep. We could go back to the lack of quality of sleep. I know it sounds like I'm hitting the same point again, but um, just yeah, just a lack of sleep because I don't think a young 20 something year old male right in front of me should need to take naps throughout his day. We should be our most this is considered our more prime golden years of energy and youthfulness. And I don't think that should be wasted on taking naps throughout our days to be able to combat your our issues here. So I would like to also say this on top of that is sleep makes everything easier. Thinking, driving, working, and even being in a good mood. So, have you ever caught yourself in you probably were in some bad moods and you didn't even realize it, or you were and someone told you and you didn't think about it, it contrasted to your towards of lack of sleep. And you know, also another thing is you don't lose time when you sleep. You actually gain energy to make the time you're awake better. So that being said, is when you sleep for more longer, when you wake up, you will be more energetic and ready to hit those tasks ground running instead of being sluggish. Now, I will really consult of the course of lack of sleep on your part, which I'm sorry to hear about that again, but I think that a really good source of sleep is a primary thing.
Okay. All right. I do agree. Maybe I should consult with a doctor one day and then see maybe it can like how you said before in your previous 2 minutes at the beginning of the speech to speak with a doctor. Maybe I do have some kind of maybe for instance insomnia, disturbances or something that may be hindering my sleep quality, you know. But that day will soon come. But as for now, that is our speech. And thank you for your time. And that's it.
All right, thank you.